Traveling to Nepal.
You can intro.
Okay, welcome to the grand finals of the European edition of the Scrap Cup. We'll be playing the first map on Nepal with CompuHyperGlobalMegaNet against Null SR. Casting with you tonight are me, Createx, and HaVee.
Hi there. So far we've seen this double elimination bracket open up. We've gone all the way to the big grand final. Coming out of that top bracket as the winners are the side of CompuHyperGlobalMegaNet, or whatever it's called. I'm just going to call them Meganet from now on if you doubt about the names. And fighting the way for the lower bracket, I believe since round 1, even maybe round 2, is Null SR. The team's made up of Zeronet, Felix, Simple Sam, Weewoodoo, Triton, Hacks and Fail, and me more. On the side of Meganet, we see I Am Sean, N7 Sharkman, Squid, Daxter, Leonidas, and Pingike. I butchered those.
I think that's fine. You've actually just casted one of those teams, have you?
Yeah, I just casted the semi-final between Team Null SR and classified, obviously, Team Null SR won. Some very good play from Null SR, working well as a team. Zeronek doing a lot, Felix doing a lot, Simple Sam doing very well, as well as Triton, Hacks and Fail doing all their work.
And yeah, we see Divecom coming out from Null SR here. And Zeronek jumps in directly, puts down his bubble, and starts lasering people down. Takes them all very, very low.
Now, Null SR seems to try and split up Meganet. Felix loses Met, however. And we're going to be seeing the fight extended. Leonidas Discord and can't do much, though. He dies to Weewoodoo. And I believe the fight is still continuing. Farah from Pingike running death from above. Felix is back into his mech. Both trying to trade kills, not much coming out yellow. Pingike does kill Hacks and Farah, no mercy on the side of Null SR.
Yeah, I'm Sean goes very, very low here, but is getting healed up by Squid, who almost has the res up here, which could be a deciding factor.
The fight is continuing. The point goes in favor of Null SR, although the fight still going on. Alive and well. Felix goes in, gets charged out by the Rhine. His mech gets taken down. It's now only 0-6 Diva enabled. But we might have a production mistake. There's a production mistake, boys. It's the Scrub Cup. Kill feed is disabled.
Okay. Yeah, we're very sorry for that. We are going to be starting the game very, very shortly.
I believe so. A player DC'd from Null SR. The kill feed was disabled by production.
So yeah, this is a game of scrubs. I mean, the kill feed, the kill cam is supposed to be disabled, not the kill feed.
Well done, production. I'm not going to mention.
Enemy health is evidently also disabled.
Is that part of kill feed? I don't know, but we saw kind.
Okay, and it looks like we are actually going back in game now. We've completely reset, and we're playing on a different stage of Nepal now. We're going to Nepal Temple now. And I've casted Pingike yesterday. I see him on the Farah. I know that he's very, very strong Farah, so it's going to be interesting how Null SR deals with that Farah.
Yeah, but on the other team, you do have a very good Diva from Felix. Did actually play a bit of Sombra on one of the maps in the semi-finals, but overall was a very, very effective Diva. Did a lot of work, hit some lovely bombs, winning his team some fights.
Yeah, I've actually been surprised at the amount of kills I've seen Diva getting this tournament, but I guess it's down to lots of teams not actually playing Reinhardts, and without that fat shield, Diva bombs can do a lot of work.
So one thing we're saying is neither team is running Reinhardt here. Leonidas and Zeronek, I believe, both going to be picking up the Winston. Zeronek's hovering hands on. I doubt he'll step on it. If he does stick on it, we're going to see a very interesting comp from Null SR.
But I think we're getting... Yeah, we got G-baited. We got G-baited.
You got G-baited by Zero. Well done. Well played, Zero. So, we're going to be going into it here. Both teams running out of spawn. Probably believe that Meganet is going to high ground. Both teams, actually, looking towards the high ground. Or at least partly looking towards the high ground, at least.
Yeah, Triton is setting up on that right side balcony, just trying to deny space to the poor mercy of Pink Ike and Squid here.
Pink Ike, as you say, is going in right on Triton Haxton Fail. There's a lot of work and he picks off Haxton Fail.
That was good focus fire, taking the mercy down immediately.
Now Dax because of Zeronek as well. That Winston dived in onto the backline. Dax effect doing very well. But meanwhile, Felix and Simple Sam picking up their own kills. But instead, Daxter and I Am Sean pick off Simple Sam and we redo in return. It's definitely going in favour of Meganet. It's only Triton and Felix left. And after Triton's dead and Felix is out of mech, it's surely over.
Yeah, I've casted Dexter as well yesterday, and I know that he's brilliant Rotor player. And yeah, gets a proper BM hook there.
Right on the edge of Diva. Just thinks she's get away and then put back in by Dexter.
That actually looked like it went through the Winston bubble from my side.
Well, you know, the hook is a very balanced and, you know, always works in the way as intended, as we all know.
Yeah, Lilithar is looking to push back in here, but they get hooked down immediately from Dexter. Cyrenek is still at full health and getting close to his primal rage here.
With a Diva Bomb from Felix, can I get anything? Gets one. Pink Ike is down, however, he gets res instantly by Squid. I Am Sean then goes down to Triton. That res might have been a bit prematurely there. A tactical visor from Triton picks off the usually res Pink Ike. Daxter picks off Simple Sam with a lovely headshot. A res from Haxton Fail and Simple Sam. Two reses coming out of this fight. A visor. Diva Bomb. Zeronet picks off Squid. Simple Sam picks off Daxter. So many kills being traded left and right. Createx picks off Haxton Fail with both Mercies down and one DPS on the side of Meganet.
I'm Sean is going into delay, but gets taken down by Weeaboo. And looks like a good retake here for Team Nullizar. CompuGlobalMegaNet, I still don't really know how to pronounce that name, have taken up to 64% though, so they basically only need one or perhaps two fights to finish out this map.
Looking at ultimates, we see us almost even in ultimates, both sides having fireworks recently available. And they see one of those instantly used where we can't get anything. Pink Ike only to take on the Demon Mech before he's taken out by Weeaboo Dude. Daxter then gets a kill onto the Zero Mech Phoenix, and I Am Sean kills Weeaboo as he uses his own fireworks, which do trade out, both ults used to kill the other counterpart. Now Winston's ulting. That's Zero Mech hammering away at Leonidas. Sharkman and Daxter can't get anything, he has to jump out.
But CompuGlobal got a decent amount of ultimates here out of the last hour. They only used the Tech Visor and the Barrage, and instead they got the Barrage, the Visor, and the Primal Rage.
We see Weeaboo to get a pick onto I Am Sean. Now a Demon One comes out, picks off Instant Showman. Good play through Felix there, forcing a res as well as Weeaboo to pick off I Am Sean, instantly res by Squid. However, Haxton Fail also has this res as Triton picks up King Ike. He goes down. No power from the side of Meganet, and Leonidas jumps off the side of the map. Maybe he got booped, I can't tell, but Daxter then uses his hook to pick up Weeaboo Dude. That's a nice use of the whole bulk there from Daxter to take him out. Simple Sam, however, does pick up Daxter, who's just praising. Triton kills on Squid. It's going in favour of Nullizar. Sharkman being shocked by Zeronek gets picked up by Triton. And that looks like Meganet wants to disengage. It's only I Am Sean really here. And now Felix with another Diva Bomb. But they've two almost in one fight. Can't get anything. He's chugging so quickly.
Well, I Am Sean gets badly staggered here now. It's going to be very, very hard for Team CompuGlobal to push back in and take the win here.
Especially when Triton picks up Leonidas. Weeaboo picks up Ensign Sharkman. Does get a kill on Triton, but it's all too late, too futile. They box them out of the objective.
Can we already call this an C9 moment?
We could call them Cloud9. I mean, I'd rather call them Cloud9 than CompuHyperGlobalMegaNet.
No, just the part where you get off the point. It is a classic of Cloud9.
Classic Cloud9 gameplay.
Yes. I mean, at least the names start with the same letter. I mean, that counts, doesn't it?
So it looks like we're going to be seeing, at least so far, very similar comp from both teams. Not many switches being made. Just going to run out with the same thing, see if it works in the same way from Nullizar.
I see Leonidas on the Reinhardt though.
You do see Leonidas on the right height. He does switch that up, but there's no longer Winston on the left side. They're going for a bit more protection. Maybe to counter out the Diva and the Pharaoh, who are definitely doing a lot of trash damage to the enemy team. Now we're going to be seeing both teams taking opposite routes around the point. Then that's not going for a flank, but they run into Daxter. Doesn't miss his hook, but he does scare Tyson away, and now they're really in. I Am Sean dived onto by Zero Neck, although Leonidas does pick off Tyson. But I Am Sean kills off Felix's mech. Looks like he's almost going in favour of his Meganet so far. With Ryan charges going right into the backline, Simple Sam almost isolated, getting assaulted by a Mercy, Lucia, and Ryan. Can he do anything to survive? No, he gets far shot by the Ryan, and meanwhile Dax picks up Zero Net, and I Am Sean wins the Soldier duel against Triton.
I mean, this is similar to what we saw in the first round with CompuHyperGlobalMegaNet taking the first point first. This is interesting by Felix. He basically got himself staggered quite hard there by going in again and recalling his back.
Although they did actually take the point to begin with in the last hour. They did actually get some free percentage over Meganet there. And he might have been trying to extend that as much as he could.
Oh, that is true.
Looking at ults, we're going to be seeing Daxter quite close to his hog ult. Weaver is definitely near his Sparrow and Haxton failed. Near his res. And now the fight's coming up. Leonidas charges down Felix. Takes him out of mech, but kills himself during the process. More Daxter picks up right now. He's hog ulting. Kills a Paxton fail. Can he get anything more? He goes picks up Zero Neck. A resurrection. Another kill from Daxter of the Simple Sam. Very good controlling play from Meganet there.
I mean, this is so strong. Popping the whole hog in such a small corridor. You just push out so much damage there. It's basically impossible to do anything against it. Oh, that's a beautiful look by Daxter, but it's not quite able to finish the kill.
Now they're engaging. Zero Net needed. Maybe trying to try the Rhine, but I Am Sean fries Felix's circuit by getting him out of neck. More tries to catch up Daxter. That's the home from Meganet down. And then yards over Simple Sam trying to keep the other team alive as we do kills I Am Sean. Now they're taking the objective. Triton sitting on it. Gets charged down by Leonidas. What a charge from the Rhine player there.
Weaverdude is looking for the barrage here. And does he see the opportunity? He still has it ready. But it's just content with shooting down rockets.
It's much longer with a hook from Daxter.
Daxter with those hooks from downtown. And Felix again. How does he do it?
He seems to hit these either insane Diva bombs or completely whiffs and picks off Daxter and I Am Sean, giving Weaverdude time to get back to his team. Wiping out the advantage of Daxter got them straight away. Now it looks like Meganet is doing the exact same thing that Null trying to take that corridor. Will it work for them? Will it work for Null? Will they take it away? And that's always good for them as well. Felix is hooked by Daxter and charged by Leonidas. That's one down for the side of Null. With that one down, they get up passively.
That was a very, very nice record by Pingag. Just taken down. We have to do that fight immediately and denying the barrage. This looks like a good fight for CompuHyperGlobalMegaNet.
We saw a shatter from Leonidas there, taking out Triton. I believe taking out Zero Neck actually, I believe. He eventually got finished off by someone else. But meanwhile, we do see Pingag take out Simple Sam. And a lot more. Another kill from Pingag onto Haxton fail. He was very close to res. So we might be seeing that coming out next fight. As well as you can never count out Winston ult on this map. Zero Neck is not available.
They have to get on point now to contest it. Zero Neck is doing just that, putting down his shield, and he's gonna pop the primary
Zero Neck, we see this Winston ult. Can he hit anyone off? Doesn't look like he's focused on the Ryan instead. But Felix picks up 2, that's Daxter and Switch down. Meanwhile, Weaverdude picks up I Am Sean, that's 3 in favour of Null. Pingag gets pick up Weaverdude himself. He's picked up by Simple Sam. The picks for him later get rezzed by Haxton fail as Zero Neck will win at us. Darkman the last to die.
That pick on Squid was absolutely critical, denying the rest at the critical moment. And this is basically going to be the last fight, but I have to give the ult advantage here to CompuGlobal. They have 6 ults, you're right. And here comes Felix again. What just happened? What just happened?
Felix with a lovely demon take out 4.
I was spectating the soldier and I still don't know. I saw the Diva bomb and I still don't know how he got 4 people with that.
I mean, I Am Sean tried to ult that guy's taking down my Zero Neck. It was totally in MegaNet, in the palm of their hand. That was their victory to take. They had 6 ults available compared to 2.
And the Reinhardt was basically right in front of the Diva Bomb.
And then it just comes out. Felix hits those bombs, those massive Diva bombs, completely turned the tide of that game. I'm sure MegaNet had that. Very well played from Felix there.
Yeah, he basically saved the team for his, saved the point for his team there.
We're going to be seeing Ping Ike switch off to the Soldier 76, as well as I Am Sean switch off his Soldier 76 in order to play Demon. That's it. It looks like they've switched their comp to have MegaNet gone for 3 tank with a DPS soldier. Meanwhile, on the other side, Null are running with, you know, Old Faithful, their dive comp with Triton soldier and Weirby Dude.
Yeah, Cernak jumping in again, trying to go for the Mercy.
And we must Triton picks up Leonidas. That's a very good pick from him, and another pick from Triton onto Squid, playing insanely well with this hit scan. He's now trying to focus down Pin, like meleeing him down. Ends up killing him. Is Zeronek's favourite for it, as well as N7 Sharkman.
Locking down the objective. Rally to me.
Good hit scan play from Triton there, I believe.
Dexter's
Final hit 3 and contributed almost, I believe, 4 of those kills in that fight, doing a lot of work.
Yeah, Dexter went for a almost kind of a flank there, almost got picked but managed to survive and now has the whole hawk available. Still, the ult advantage here lies with LSR, who almost have that barrage and are getting close to that rest because it charges so quickly.
Now, MegaNet pushing through to main, Ping Ike trying to take out Try and does get that kill. Triton goes down, and now Dax with a hook, hooks out Felix as well. He's surely dead after he gets out of his net. Although he does actually survive Paxton Thor being strung out by Leonidas now. He died as well. Final kill by Daxter. Leonidas picks up Weirby Dude. Zeronek is a consolation pick onto Iron Storm. He stays in here trying to get more. Doesn't look like he can after Felix goes down to Ping Ike. Simple Sam looks like he's trying to retreat here, as well as Zeronek running away, scurrying up to high ground.
Yeah, and Weirby Dude actually used the barrage there, but didn't get any value out of it. He was basically cut down immediately. But now he got some with his air rockets.
Very valuable from there. Weirby Dude picking up 2 kills, one onto Iron Sean, one onto Ping Ike, as well as, I believe, in the answer picking up Dexter, now picking up Squid as well. Leonidas takes on Weirby Dude, but Triton kills Leonidas himself, as well as Haxenfeld raising up Weirby Dude to make sure they're 6 in the next fight.
And Felix launches one of...
Oh my god!
What is this?
Stop, Felix! You're trying to destroy them!
Felix is basically winning them the match at this point, but Squid rests immediately.
He forces a rest from Squid, basically nullifying that ult. Does Felix from what I saw. Meanwhile, we're looking at ults. We're going to be seeing 2 ults coming up to the side of MegaNet. There's a hog ult from Daxter and a beat drop from Sharkman. Meanwhile, on the other side,
Daxter gets a nice hook on Felix and takes him out of the mech. So this is a good opportunity for CompuGlobal to push in and hopefully you take that point.
Now Leonidas is going in with trying to swing his hammer. He is Discord, however, he has to be wary of that. Simple Sam being very good with the Discord so far this game. Now Tactical Visor from Triton picks up Ping Ike, which full that breakdown can come up very quickly. Has to pull the rest and Squid charge that very quickly. And now a self-destruct swing is being added. It's another kill with his Diva Bomb! See what we're doing.
There's a lot going on at the point here.
Feral reses, Leonidas kills Weirwood with Zeronek, then kills Leonidas. Triton kills Ping Ike. There's so much going on. A Tactical Visor. Believe that's from Trying again? Who was that from?
That was the tag visor from I'm Sean, but he was not able to get it off.
No, I saw 3-0 on the pool there. I wouldn't call it systematic destruction, but I would call it some form of destruction from them. Look at this, Felix.
Of course, it has to be Felix. Well deserved too. I'm gonna be very interested to see. Oh, we cannot actually see how the bomb got 4 kills there.
Cool dealers don't look at explosions. Puts his spray down, spams it with a pistol.
Yeah, very well played. 11 self-destruct kills. That is an insane amount.
Give or take about definitely more than 1 kill per self-destruct, getting near to 2 kills per self-destruct. Got 7 of those off during that game.
Okay, and we're going back to lobby, and yeah, Null SR is leading 1-0 here, and we'll be able to ban another map from the pool, and Meganet will be able to choose the next map instead.
So, what do you think? I'll ask all the answer to this question. After that loss from Meganet, what do you think they could change? Maybe a map pick they could choose to make the fights swing in their favor?
I think really low-hanging fruit actually is watching those Diva ults. I mean, Felix got 11 kills of Diva ults. That should never happen. Even if there was a Reinhardt, they still got killed by it. They need to watch where Felix is positioned. They need to be aware when the Diva ult is incoming, when Felix has the Diva ult, and just get out of the way. I think that cost them so much. It cost them the Sanctum point on Nepal, and it cost them so much in general.
They've also got to be wary of the diving force from Zeranek and the flight above from Weebudude and the constant damage from Triton. It seems like when those Diva bombs are coming out, it's not only Felix doing a lot of work there, it's Weebudude getting kills as the fire, it's Triton getting picks, and it's Zeranek constantly disrupting that backline, really stopping Squid from getting the reses that Hax and Fail is getting. Hax and Fail got quite a few 3-man, 2-man reses that fight, kept his team alive, kept them as 6. More Squid had to actually res off a lot of Phoenix's bombs in between fights instead of having to save that mid-fight.
Yes, and what they can do against the dive. Xernex is always jumping in as Winston, and I think Dexter is a very good Roadhog, but it would be useful for him, would be good for his team if he stuck closer to his backline and actually protected Squid from getting pressured down so much by Xernex especially. We
could. I'm not sure if the players can play. I haven't seen much of Meganet. Ideally, you might want to see maybe a Reaper pick here, possibly even McCree. If you really want to full kill that Winston, McCree's flashbang, Reaper's shotguns, Hog's hook, and all deal with Zeranex engage.
I mean, you always want to see McCree.
I mean, I'm not McCree. Don't blame me.
You are a filthy McCree main.
So we're actually seeing the ban from NLSR, the map they don't want to play right now. And that map is Temple of Anubis.
I wonder why. Everybody loves 2 control point maps so much.
I do. I love Anubis. One of my favorite maps. It's a Widow map. I love Widow. It's a great map.
Okay, it looks like we are going to Dorado for the second map. This is the choice of Meganet.
So we're going to be seeing... It seems like Dorado and Nepal are very favoured maps for a lot of the scrub teams. In the past games I've casted, Nepal and Dorado have been picked as the first 2 maps very, very, very often. There's got to be a trend here. What is it about Dorado that makes it so attractive to scrub teams? I normally see a lot more Kings Row and Hollywood from a lot of other teams, but they're being banned out in favour of Dorado, so why?
To be honest, I can't actually tell you. I mean, I personally also quite like Dorado, but I'm a big fan of the hybrid maps. But I think the teams in Scrap Cup generally don't like control points at all. So even taking the single controlling point on, for example, Numbani or Hollywood, they prefer just pushing the payload all the way.
It also seems like certain people, certain teams especially, have their kind of maps that they're very good at. Looks like we called a quick break for the casters to recount the match, and one of the players decided to go off and still be on a break now. I believe it's Pingike actually, who's still away. So we're going to be having a little more time to talk about what we see the first 3 picks of the comp being. Looking like it's troll picks from the side of NLSR, but on the side of Meganet, we can actually look at their comp, and this looks like what they really want to do. So this looks like their kind of default comp. Sharkman actually playing Ana instead of Lucio, but other than that, it's very, very similar to the comp that they had previously on the pool.
I think this is very interesting. This is the first time I'm seeing Sharkman on the Ana. I think I've seen him exclusively on the Lucio so far. I've actually seen Squid on the Ana a couple times though, so this does surprise me a little.
And we're also seeing Pingike on that Pharah that you mentioned earlier on in the game to be very effective. We had seen some very good play from him. Occasionally outclassed by Weebudude, but in all of the cases he's hit some lovely Pharah ults and some good backline picks as well. And Well, we're seeing Junkrat, Sombra, May, Hanzo, and Torbjorn picked for the side of non-SR. I doubt this is an actual comp, except from the Sombra of Felix. He seems to really like this Sombra, especially on Dorado. We've seen it in the semi-final. He did a lot of work as Sombra. Sombra on the attack. I believe they secured it with 2 minutes remaining. And he looks like he is actually signaling, yes, Felix is going to be playing Sombra for the attack. Although Weirwood, Triton, Axeltail all switch to their kind of default character they normally play.
So let's see what Felix can make of the Sombra. He's just running around for now hacking health packs. And now he's going into stealth mode and he's going to try to flank into the enemy team from behind. No, he actually just goes for another health pack now.
Meanwhile, we see ZeroNet diving really deep in. Out of his healer on the side, trying to do a lot of work there. Has to jump out, but meanwhile, Triton does actually go back to that. Is in favour of non-SR, as well as Weirwood picking up I Am Sure. That's 2 picks for non-SR, and Side of Meganet aren't really prepared to rock round now, as Squid goes down to Simple Sam.
Protect the payload. Damn.
Triton picks off Pigite as well. Sharkman looks very, very low, being pressured by the Winston, gets taken out by Simple Sam, and now it's only Leonidas left. He's being pressured by tanks, the fat ones of the team. Winston and Roadhog doing a lot of work there.
LSR is just blazing through this first point on Dorado. Dexter
does still pick up Weirwood, but gets killed by Simple Sam, and that is still in favour of non-SR due to spawn advantage. Weirwood will get back quicker than Daxter, meaning for a short amount of time they will have a man advantage. It probably won't matter, but in theory he shouldn't really be going for those kind of picks.
Felix is flanking around, just putting some damage into the enemy Reinhardt, to Leonidas, but is not able to hack himself. Sirnek gets very low here, but gets healed up.
Felix going in, trying to harass the backline. Right in the middle of 6, gets picked up by Pingard. Weirwood doesn't put Squid that stop with a mercy. Should still be in favour of Null, so let's see what more they can do. A lovely shatter from Null, gets 2. A charge onto ZeroNet, surely means he's dead after that one. But he does actually kill Leonidas, he doesn't get much of that. The Ryan shatter was very well timed, very effective, but neither of the targets got picked off, although they're like just above trying. All still res from hacks and fail. They're going to ask to know this fight. But
Card still has not been stopped at all, I think.
We're just seeing Razors coming out from both sides. Squid raises up Daxter and Pigeye, who instantly gets killed by ZeroNet as well. Tactical visor from Triton, the Yamcha roll. Simple Sam. I'm sure also use tactical visor, I believe.
Dexter goes very low again.
Finding guys that we do, as well as ZeroNet picking up I Am Sean. Now it looks like Nellisar want to box the enemy team. I want to let Meganet get back on that payload. Leonard gets hooked by Weeaboo Dude.
This is basically a never-ending team fight.
This is exactly what Nellisar did against Team Classified, the team they beat in the semi-finals on Dorado. Obviously, right here it's not working. 4 people getting picked off, but only 2 kills. But they continue to stagger the entire team Classified in semi-finals constantly for the entire semi on Dorado. It took them they were left with, I think, probably 3 minutes through how they just endlessly won a fight after fight after fight just by getting picks. You know, always taking those fights 4v6 or 5v6.
Oh, that's a nice hook. That's a brilliant hook by Dexter.
But a shatter from Leonidas. Can't get anything, gets broke by Winston barrier. Big Eye gets 3! Simple Sam right in the face, all killed by Bigger's lovely ult, gets none at the end of that as well. Can he get anything more with a mercy?
Oh, that was a good nade. To stagger Weeaboo here by Sharkman. That nano boost was a bit late, but at least they finally stabilized, managed to win another fight. Dexter is actually at another whole hog again here, and is willing to use that to just delay, push a bit more. Looks like Pingag is changing.
Orisa from I Am Sean. Never mind, what? I'm so confused. I Am Sean picks Orisa and then goes back to Soldier, and while Pingite picks up Tracer.
Yeah.
Weeaboo gets hooked in! Does kill Daxter for it, but gets killed himself by Leonidas. After they res by hacks themselves and give them that man advantage. Now Pingite is in. Trying to fight the Winston, trying to get onto Triton now. Forces his recall as Weeaboo gets slept. Triton picks up I Am Sean, a lovely hook from Weeaboo the spread. Now EMP from Felix gets killed by Leonidas for it. But they are still hacked. Sharkman goes down. Leonidas has no shield due to him being hacked. Gets picked off. Now only Daxter and Pingite, I believe.
Yeah, Cernak is just cleaning out on that Winston here. jumping in and just denying space, just preventing them from getting out of spawn. This is brutal.
Looks like they do just escape. Squid on the payload gets picked off by Zero Neck. Now it's only I Am Sean, but his team has gone back weak in there. And Ensign Sharkman, King Eye, and Dax are coming up very soon. All there. But a lovely nade, I believe, from the Anna, Ensign Sharkman, and do something. But they just don't contest.
No one got on
get
card.
back on that payload.
That was a proper C9 moment.
I mean, we saw Null SR almost with a constant
Sides.
cricket, just endlessly staggering the enemy team. And when it did come down to a fight where they did stabilize, they still completely obliterated them through lovely hooks from Reabu Dude. And then we saw Zeronet doing so much work on the Winston, constantly harassing the backline, stopping Squid or Sharkman from doing much healing, which allowed Simple Sans Discords, Weirbo Dude's constant damage, and Felix do so much work on the side of Null SR. Right now, if this game goes the same way, I would say it's Null SR 2-0 at the end of the Dorado. Overwatch, the game is never over until it's over.
So what do you think, what could CompuGlobal do here to, counter or to win this fight, to win their attack?
I mean, if we were just talking about that specific round, they should have done for that stabilizing regroup much earlier. Also, they seem to have a severe lack of combos, especially with the combo they picked now. Not many of the ults work well together at all. Normally what you want to see maybe a Zarya, a Genji, a Pharah in a dive, maybe an Ana as well. So you have ults that can be used together in order to win team fights. Right now they're trying to win team fights off of pure mechanical skill and getting picks. And right now, none of are getting better picks than they are, and also having a few ult combos, for example Mayo and Felix. Felix's Diva Bomb, classically amazing to win those fights.
So yeah, let's see if CompuGlobal sticks to their composition, but I don't think that's unlikely. But I am a bit surprised to see I Am Sean on the Winston here, on Leonidas on the Soldier. That's usually the other way around.
It looks like they're trying to switch stuff up, trying to switch around roles. Very admirable thing to do. Most teams would hide in their shells and just try and play their default now, but it looks like they're not going down without a fight. They're trying to try something that works against them, and it's going to be Leonidas. Leonidas is Soldier that they're going to try out now. Felix on the roof. Weirdo Dude picks off Leonidas. He gets taken down. That's not a good start for the Soldier player. But Inga just got off Brighton. The Soldier's down. Inga gets killed by Felix. A Pharah down to the side of Meganet. However, these traits do favor Meganet slightly, as they do have a massive spawn advantage. As the Winston and the Diva dive in, they're trying to get stuff done. I Am Sean gets frozen by the main. Fire strike by Zero Neck, and now he's dropping down. And Zero Neck swinging in the backline. Can he get anything on with it? Trying to hammer Diva into it for round. Leonardo gets trickled off in the backline. But meanwhile, Dax doing a lot of work on the Diva. Trying to show Felix how to play Diva properly. Kills him out of net. Kills Taxi Fail on Sharkman, Dinos, and Squid all getting picked in a row. That's a support on support kill. Squid kills off Simple Sam there.
And 7 Sharkman is doing his best DSP stanking impression here, just jumping around, pissing the enemy team off, booping them away, healing up his team. That was very well played.
We also saw Daxter do a lot of work on the Diva there, giving Felix a run for his money. And again, they push this point. Oh, I say they push this point. Zeronet comes back on with a passion. Charges up I Am Sean, we see Felix with an ult. Can't get anything from it. Tries to do Zeronet a safe. Now another bomb. That's Felix's bomb. Never mind, I called the wrong one. Of course, Felix's bomb. There's a lot more work than the one from Daxter before.
Yeah, you recognize Felix's bombs because they actually get kills.
They get kills. And tries to pick something out. It was again Felix's bomb doing so much work there. Maybe the side of Meganet needed Zarya, trying to shut out Diva, spam through that DM, and do a lot of work. And that will help them do a lot of work. Leonardo picks off Ruben with a lovely Helix rocket. Good hit scanning from him there. So they're going to be a Maydan and a tactical visor coming out from Leonardo. Can he get anything? Being DM'd by.
And Lenny just gets the mercy.
That stops the resurrection. Simple Sam uses the Yatra there, so not much avail. Didn't say the mercy in time. Himself gets picked up by King Eye. A breakdown from N7 shot with a rocket barrage and King Eye. Can he get anything? No, but Daxter himself took out Triton now and Mayo from wherever it is. This is the last real defense they have. I Am Sean frozen, Sharkman frozen, Squid frozen, Squid gets taken out. King Eye takes out Weaver Dude. This fight is still winnable for Southern Lassar. Although I am sure ulting here, ZeroNet charges back in. He's going to be swinging for that backline. Trying to pick off Dorado and 7 Sharkman. And Null being given time to regroup here. Not many kills coming out from the side of MegaNet to allow Null to get that demon back on the point. Can I get anything? Another kill.
Felix.
And now a shatter from ZeroNet. They allow him to get back here. But Squid rises them out. This is still a fight winnable for MegaNet. They don't have any else here, and try to just have his visor and use it straight away. Nice on cue. Can he get anything with it? Believe he kills Leonardo's with a nice killing rocket is part of that visor. Now
The fight is still ongoing somehow.
It's just kill after kill after kill. Triton kills off Payload now. Now it's Daxter, Sharkman, and Squid on Payload, and now I am Sean's coming back and they try and kill the Rhine. Daxter's out of mech to Felix. ZeroNet swing gets killed off by I am Sean. And this fight's gonna go into OT. It's gonna be the final fight. If they can get
The important thing here is that Haxton Failed still has his res up.
This is a perfect time for Haxton to res up. But he died to Leonidas! What a visor! He kills off 3 people and kills Mercy. It's only Weaverdude left on the main. He gets killed. Leonidas goes God mode.
That was a very well played by Leonidas. He saw he had to kill the Mercy, and he did. Because if they hadn't killed Hexenfell there, this might have been a different fight. This might have been the end for CompuGlobal on this map.
Now we're looking at the ops. Squid also has that res charged up now, as well as Pingike's Pharaoh, Daxter's bomb, Felix's bomb.
Felix is another bomb. Is it another bomb? I don't know how he does it. Weaverdude is...
that Eva bomb. Not Felix's best bomb, I'll be honest.
I think this is the first bomb I've seen in Pro today that does not get a kill.
A simple sound picks up Pingike, but gonna give some momentum on that defense. And Weaverdude drops down. Felix gets put out of net now. Leonidas gets taken out by Weaverdude, but Shark kills Felix. And now a Mayop from Weaverdude. Can he freeze anyone? Looks like Shaman's gonna be entrapped in the cold, icy hell of Weaverdude. Kicks him off. That's no more Lucio for the side of MegaNet, with his Daxter's mech being lost to ZeroNet. And Simple Sam and ZeroNet again cleaning up the mess.
Triton is still in the fight though. I'm Sean is still in the fight though. Just staying on the high ground now. Not being contested there.
Well, Leonardo is looking for some harass damage as well. Looks like they're going to be regrouping, but Felix is up there. Right next to I am Sean. Mercy comes to Winston. He can't kill him. He forces the Winston to keep himself alive. And he can't do much from that. He's just going to be sitting there. Finally dives in. Onto the payload instead of anyone. He now is on Triton. He's now on the Rhine. Pretty low HP is I am Sean. Gets taken out to half. Kind of wastes his Winston to keep himself alive. And Pingike kills off Triton. Now a Diva Bomb from Daxter. He can't do a Felix. He didn't get any kills from that. Was that a Felix bomb?
No, this was a bomb from Daxter. Felix almost charged up again, and now has a self-destruct available once again. Weaverdude is going after the Mercy here, but is not quite able to catch her. But this is the last fight again, and ZeroNet charges in and gets Sharkman down. That's a bad stagger.
My ultimate is charging.
It all comes down to possibly Pingike's and I hear a Diva Bomb coming. Doesn't get any kills, Felix can't secure off that one. But you heard it flying through the sky, trying to change the battle of that fight again. And now I am Sean and Daxter on payload. Daxter's taken out a mech by Felix.
Yeah, Pingike is going around here over the top, just trying to get a good barrage in.
Now a breakdown momentum and Sharkman. Pingike's flying and he flies up. I think all eyes are on Pingike by this now. He tries that rocket barrage, gets only one, but it is Hexenfell. He did have that res that could turn the fight for them after Sharkman picks up Felix. But meanwhile, Weaverdude's been freezing that payload, kicks off N7 Sharkman Felix. And Squid from that is now only I am sure that he dies to Felix. And again, Benassar wins the second match in convincing fashion.
Yeah, both Mercies died in that fight, and that was critical. Because any Mercy surviving can turn the can turn the tide of this fight.
Pingike did the best he could. He kind of dived onto the backline there, but he wasn't really protected, I believe. He kind of dived in, and he went for the Mercy first. Very good play, but then the Zen discorded him, and he got turned around on by Triton.
I mean, right at the end, Pingike went around, but then basically made his presence known by shooting a rocket into ZeroNet, and at that point they knew to avoid the barrage that was coming.
And this is during this overtime fight, and as you said, the Mercy gets picked off by ZeroNet, who in turn just swings into this icy hell made by Weaverdude, just freezing everyone on the point. He hit some very good mails that game to really shut down MegaNet's pushes.
I mean, I think still that Mei is quite the underrated character, and she does so much. If you're good with the walls, you can basically divide fights how you want them to. And well, the freeze ray is very good against flankers. It shuts down Genji basically, and does so much against other tanks as well, especially against D.Va.
So again, we're going to be going in to this third map. NullSR 2-0 up, going into this looking very, very favorably. And it's not like those games were 99-98. Very, very close matches. A lot of the time they were complete obliterations thanks to play from Felix, thanks to play from Weirwood, thanks to play from Triton. But, on the other side, we saw some very good play from Leonidas to win that first point of Dorado. And the amazing visor to clutch it from the jaws of defeat.
I mean, yeah, that fight was almost lost, but then Leonidas came in and just hit the perfect visor, taking down the Mercy and basically at least giving them a chance at the second point again.
So it looks like
we are going to Lijang Tower.
So it looks like, yeah, so NullSR, Bat Anubis, and MegaNet pick Lijang Tower. We've got 3 ready from the NullSR team and none from the MegaNet team so far. MegaNet is ready up. We're going into the next game. Lijang Tower.
So what do you think about this map pick from CompuGlobal?
Now arriving at Lijang
Tower. According to their general comp, it's gonna both teams kind of core comps, their defaults are very effective here. The point we're seeing Ping Arts Farah, Weirwood's Farah, both very effective picks in this map, with this Daxter's Roadhog being very good, Soldier being very good, Winston being very good. Every single character that both teams pick are very effective on Lijang Tower, especially on Garden.
And this is the stage that we're actually seeing. Yeah, I saw some very good Farah play from Ping IQ on this point yesterday, getting so many environmental kills, but also nailing those rockets into the pagoda. And we are seeing... Sean is showing us the Orisa. I'm not sure if he's trolling us, but I'd love to see an Orisa here.
Weirwood is showing us a Torbjorn and Triton showing us a Hanzo. So, trolling's expected.
I mean, I can see the Orisa working here, though, with environmental kills.
Well, we do see Squid picking up as Zenyatta in counterparts N7 Sharkman's Lucio. Which means they're going to have a Zen Lucio healer combo, which I personally don't agree with unless it's in a full dive. And right now, this is not a full dive with Orisa and Hog. They might have a lack of healing. But then again, they might have an excess of damage thanks to the Orisa, Soldier, and Farah picks. And now we're going to be going in. Both teams deciding to take over the left side. A lovely hook from Daxter onto Zeronek. Gets an environmental kill there.
Yeah, I've seen him do those hooks a lot.
Like Felix counters that with a lovely pick back onto Daxter. He gets taken out of Nick as well by Leonidas. Lots of damage being taken out, but simple Sam and Weirwood both get kills. But as Ping Eye goes back onto Triton, that's both Soldiers down and Orisa down on the side of MegaNet. And now we're seeing the fight opening up to the point. It looks like it is in favor of NullSR, especially after Zeronek picks off Ping Eye, and now it's N7 Sharkman as Mercy. Flying away, trying to stay alive, does escape. But Weirwood gets a lovely kill onto Squid.
And Sean almost got the environmental kill with the reset there. That's why I'd like to see that pick here. Just there's so much potential to pull people off the map. He's not able to stay alive though and gets picked late, as does N7 Sharkman.
We're seeing this staggering again. We're seeing NullSR play very, very aggressively and stagger the enemy team. But Felix is out of mech now. I Am Sean died. Daxter looks very, very low here. Does escape. But again, they can't really engage when they're, a mech down. They're going to have to wait. A lot of teams will be very, very scared of this pick. They're not used to being pressured this hard. And when Ping Eye does like that, they're just going to have to sit and choke for a very long time. And now they use the visor. Leonidas tries to break through the visor, gets DM'd by Felix. Just makes it across the bridge, can't get anything, and now he's in way too deep. Being harassed by Weirwood, gets picked off. Zeronek is isolated, it does jump out though. And we're just seeing NullSR outclass them. What a hook! Daxter! Get out of here!
Daxter is great with this hooks. Oh, that's a that's a double environmental kill from Weirwood, dude. Well played there. Very well played. Daxter uses the whole hog, but is taken very low and is not able to find any value out of it here.
Weirwood did so much work that fight. I believe he got last hits on 4 kills, and most of those were solo kills. Very good moves. Now Felix with a Diva Bomb. Blow is getting nothing.
Damage boost
But
engaged.
Triton does kill Leonidas in the meantime. So again, we're seeing Leonidas being trickled there. That's going to shut them down for another maybe 5 seconds, give them an extra 5% on the point. We're coming right into the stage of there is one more fight here, and we only see one fight in the game. And they're going to be pushing over left side. Daxter going in. Arista going in. Trying to pick off Felix. But Felix kills Daxter. Tactical Visor and tries to pick up Leonidas. Weaverly with a lovely 3k farewell. N7 Charmin resurrects them all. So many ults being used, so they've been charging up inside Nolasar, and they can't get onto the point.
Yeah, that was well played by Nolasar, just denying them point.
1-0.
I mean, Nolasar seem to be the stagger masters, really. If the team doesn't group correctly, Nolasar just takes a massive advantage. And well, this is the Scrub Cup, and the teams haven't had much practice together, and when you're not grouping like that, that's how Nolasar gets you.
So what's your opinion about that Orisa pick there? Did it work out?
I mean, the Orisa pick, in theory, in a vacuum, where you're not talking about other enemy comps or natural player skill, is good on Garden. But, you know, we're seeing it again on Night Market, but he's just being taken out by Farah. He's just being taken out by Triton. He's not... And now they do have a Ryan, and they're switching off the Orisa now. They've seen it's not working. They've seen that it kind of wasn't acting as the main tank they needed against the amount of damage Nolasar was putting out. And we're going to be seeing the first fight open up. Death being rained from above by Weaverly. Daxter picks up Dragon. It's a good start for MegaNet. Well, I am sure getting Felix out of Met, this might be the change of things for them. They might be able to win a fight now. They're 2 up. Leonidas picks up Felix. Daxter picks up Weaverly. But Zipnek and Silver Sun their own picks back to Mercy and McCree down for the side of MegaNet. Although Daxter and Leonidas pick off Hash and the Fair and Zero Neck, as well as Simple Sam being hooked in by Daxter. Only Triton left. He's going on to the point now. Big get sugar, that's very bad from Nolasar. Does escape, however.
And yeah, it looks like they finally found something that works for them. They are able to take the point here.
And they found nothing that worked for them. It's called Daxter.exe. It runs through hooks and getting kills, as well as, you know, Leonidas and I'm sure doing a bit of work as well.
Group up. Join me.
And looks like CompuGlobal is staying with the composition that has worked so well for them so far and see no reason to switch anything off.
Now Zero Neck is in the backline trying to harass them out, pulls the team away, does get picked up by ping up, but does open up the fight for Nolasar. They're all in, all focusing different targets here. Not really much target focus from either team. Not much damage being dealt, and therefore not much.
Daxter goes very low here, and Triton has a prime opportunity to pulse bomb.
Killed by Weaverly, however. That's the first real kill in this properly opened up fight. It goes in favor of Nolasar. But I am Sean, picks up Triton. Leonidas goes on to Felix. Weaverly, now blazing, picks up Pingite. Resurrection from both teams. Tries to pick up the Leonidas, all picked up respectively.
That was a good flash by Pingite just to take Weaverly out.
Gets picked up by Iron Sean's visor. A self-destruct Felix can't get anything. Felix will pick up Pingite in the meantime. Daxter cooked by Hog. Leonidas misses a charge.
And I am Sean is just pushing out damage here, but is not able to finish it.
Now Zero Neck ults. Knocks Lucio off. Knocks Hog off. Can I knock Leonidas off? Knocks the Ryan off as well. Zero Neck.
Cyrenek is absolutely going ham here. I couldn't count. How many environmental kills were there? 3?
He got Lucio, Ryan, and was it Daxter as well? Was it Daxter on the Hog?
I am pretty sure. I just saw Daxter being in full over than him being dead.
And we're going to be saying, looking at ults now, it's only slightly in favour of MegaNet. They do have Daxter, although Weaverly is close to his play. And after Felix kills N7 Shotman, he's a lot closer as well. Tries to pick up Leonidas. They're doing this staggering again. Daxter ults can't get anything, being DM'd, and now Weaverly is blading. They have to resurrect into it. If he can get kills here, it makes him resurrect useless, and he kills off Swift.
He goes down to 9 HP and still manages to take down I'm Sean, but gets taken down by Sharkman in turn.
Meanwhile, Sharkman plays some Lucio DPS, a shatter from Leonidas there, a resurrect from Hacks and Fail. King Eye goes for a flank around, goes up Hacks and Fail. Daxter picks up Simple Sam, and maybe their staggering has backfired here. It put them too far forward, it allowed them to resurrect in, they wasted ults. And despite they still have the ult advantage, but it looks like they're going to lose this point unless some magic can occur. A pulse bomb! Can't do anything, but Weaverly dashes through Squid. Try doesn't look Daxter despite his pop-up fail, and Leonidas goes off Felix in the end. The fight is continuing now.
We see
We're seeing
Ping Ike on his
Zero Net
favorite
ulting.
again. Ping Ike just again on the Pharah, looking for it to get that
Zero Net
barrage.
again!
Cyrenac, what is that man doing? What is that man doing?
Oh my god! Simple Sam keeping the live using Zeno and he has 2 boots with his ult and then picks up Iron Sean. Oh my. Zero Net's doing so much work here. Now, Leonardo charges back in. He realizes it's probably the last fight he can fight in this. Maybe one more he can get this done quickly. But
Yep.
Phoenix is out of mech now, that's a good advantage for Meganet, but they are running out of time. Time's of the essence.
Leonidas, Ping Ike has the barrage here, and Felix being out of mech, this is a prime opportunity to just rocket them down. And he goes for the Mercy, he goes straight for the Mercy.
Gets Hatch Nepal, didn't have the ult there, but it's still a very important pick onto the main lane, and they do get it. Although it's not contested. It is weird, he does escape, and there is now one more fight left from Null. They're put under pressure, they're forced to regroup.
And this is actually, it's gonna be a staggered fight. It has to be a fast and staggered fight here. They have to get to the point now. We have a dude that dashes in, starts contesting the point.
Does kill him, Sean as well, he now blades! Can he get anything from him? He's on Squid. He does have blades.
No, Squid gets the resin! Well done by Squid.
Phoenix goes up King Ike. Leonardo gets some nice work and now Phoenix is bombing. He needs to hit another one of these good bombs. Can't get it, Leonardo shields it away. And now the fight will be extended even longer. I'm trying to get Phoenix is out of mech. Meanwhile, ends up a jump and boots off Phoenix or Daxter kills Trident. It goes in favor of Meganet. That's the first real point they've won. And it's very well deserved. They played very well there.
Yeah, and I think this is gonna give them a much needed confidence. To just finally be able to fight back, to finally actually win a point.
From what I understand, the scrub cut from what I've seen so far is very, very momentum based. You can grab someone by the scruff of the neck and shake them back and forth. Don't let them get a chance at winning. They will just be, it's not tilted, they'll just peter out as a team. Their comms will drop, their strat calling will drop. They'll just, their mechanical skill will drop and you'll just begin to outclass them.
Yeah,
A
and
lot
I
of
think
this comes down to the first few fights.
yeah, and I think this is what happened here. But I think now CompuGlobal actually do have fighting chance again. Just winning that fight will give them so much momentum here.
Soldier 76, reporting for duty.
Meganet, is this real? This is a Bastion pick from Meganet.
Okay, I'm
They're
gonna
gonna
be
bring it.
very interested in seeing this, how this works out for
Okay,
them.
the Bastion pick goes down. He's just
But
run into by
Squid is in spawn. We might need to pause here actually.
Phoenix goes out of mech. We can't pull mid-fight, that's against the rules.
Yeah,
But
wait till the fight ends. I think Sean is doing work.
The objective is now.
You're gonna be seeing,
No,
you
it
know,
looks like
everything
Squid
will
is
work.
back. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. No worries. But in the meantime, thanks to the boxing work that Zero Net does, Nanasaw gets the point for free. The fight isn't over yet, but the percentage they're getting in this fight really matters. Now, I am Sean, playing that Bastion, trying to get work done. We have a lot of counters on the enemy team, a Genji, a Diva, and a Zenyatta. Like, he's still trying to get off kills. A lovely hook from Dash to give try, and that might give Meganet the advantage, but he is being dived in onto by Zero Net. Ping Ike picks off Felix's mech. That's him out of mech and unable to do a lot more work. He can't heal the Bastion anymore. The Bastion can set up here and do a lot of work. Zero Net's ulting. He's right next to the Bastion. If he dies here, they should have this. Felix is back in net, however. Does the end the Bastion. Now Leonidas is charging in. They finally go onto the point, and we have renewed ults. He kills Ping Ike through the booster ult. Very good from him there. Can he get anything more with the blade? No, but Simple Sam is now using his Zenyatta ult. That is a lovely shot from Leonidas. They get 4! A 4-man shot. They get 2 kills from that. Both supports. It's only trying to mess really on the point. Never mind, we reduced and Zernek also is there, and Zernek does kill Squid as well. They can turn this around the
Leonidas is just swinging his hammer here and trying to take this point by brute force.
Goes for it, and now a Diva Bomb comes out. Phoenix can't get anything from it, but despite that lovely 4-man shatter, they still lose the point. As Weirwood and Zero Net just survive in the background. Now Zero Net gets rezzed, they dive onto the Bastion. They're trying to kill him here. Diva obviously has that DM, something working, but meanwhile, tries and picks up Ping Up, but Daxter, a lovely pill hit onto Hacks and fail. And lovely kill there, and he's on point. He's only got the rival support, but now the support's in there. He does get killed by Simple Sam, but he did get the gun for the Mercy. If they can use that pick, they can still win the fight. Now a rest from Squid gets Daxter back up. Tactical visor from Ping Ike. Can he get anything from it? Yes, he does weirdly. But meanwhile, Ensign is trying to get the Felix. That is Simple Sam. This is going massively in favor of Meganet, despite the old advantage being in the hands of Null SR with him having a blade and a visor. Zero Net gets picked off by I Am Sean the Bastion. That's going to delay the team of Null. I haven't made them wait on that fight. Seems like the Bastion pick's working. What do you think is making it work, Createx?
I think they're not focusing enough. Bastion demands immediate attention because if you let him go unchecked, he just puts out so much damage. And I think this is what's happening here. They need to dive him altogether.
Now we're getting to Blade from Weaver, who picks off Ping out before that breakdown can come down from N7 Sharkman. Now he's on the Mercy. Now Felix's bomb. Can it be another trademark for this bomb? No, he gets picked up by Antoine. Bomb does nothing. Weaver in the end did pick off Squid. Paxton Fair goes down as well. Daxter goes down. Sharkman goes down. Sean goes down. Simple. Sam is now dead. Selena is now. He charges Zero Neck out. Switch the hog. Didn't notice that. Zero Neck the hog.
Yeah, this is actually interesting that we see Xernek on the hog now. He's been playing main tank all the time so far.
That must be to counter Bastion.
Yeah.
Surely.
I mean, I think this is a smart pick. Reinhardt just gets shredded by Bastion.
He's gonna be seeing the next fight open up. A hog hook from Zero Neck kills Daxter. Out hogs the classic hog Daxter. Leonidas charges in. He's discorded now like Zero Neck is ulting. So is Triton. Diaz gets a kill. Triton gets one with his ult. Another one from Triton. A third! Triton gets 3 kills and wins the fight and the point for Null SR.
And yeah, this is going to cost them a lot of momentum here. Because now they are with their backs against the wall. If they lose one more round, they have lost the match.
And then going back onto the... This is the map they won, if I'm correct. This is the map that MegaNet won the 2 victory on. It was with I Am Sean on Soldier, I believe, rather than the Bastion. The Bastion did work for a while, but I believe Zero Neck did successfully take it out by using that hog. Very good pick from him there.
I mean, at this point they are aware that they might be facing a Bastion, so I think they're going to be better prepared. We see I Am Sean on the Junkrat now. I think he's just trolling us here. But you never know.
He's either trolling or a tactical genius, one of the two. We're going to see if he is a tactical genius in this game.
He goes for the Junkrat pick. I'm going to be very excited to see what he can do with that. Just spamming that damage down.
I mean, spamming damage down, it seems like it's actually Weeaboo's job, spamming damage into I Am Sean, getting him killed.
I mean,
but Dax doesn't make up for that, looking out T-Bone.
Junkrat against Farah is basically hopeless. Farah wins every time.
And Weeaboo doing so much work, he kills Ping like as well, he has no counters as Weeaboo. Zero Neck kills attack, another kill from Weeaboo on Squid this time, they have no mercy. And that works for both Weeaboo and the side of MegaNet.
Okay, they need to change the composition here. Junkrat isn't working.
If they stick on Junkrat here, this could be the game over. I don't believe they will. And they
are.
I Am Sean believes in himself, believes in the Junkrat.
No, he is going back to switch here.
He believes in the soldier pick instead. After Ping Ike switches off his soldier.
Ping Ike believes in his Farah. And I believe in Ping Ike's Farah too.
Now Zero Neck getting the ult charge, kills off Leonidas. Chokes him out of his socks as such. Now Dax the Discord is pushed up, being shot in the back by Felix. Squid has to res Leonidas to keep this fight going. Now Weeaboo dude picks off Squid, Trident picks up Ping Ike, Zero Neck picks up Leonidas. Weeaboo dude picks up Sharkman, Zero Neck picks up Daxter, and the only kill from Mega Knight was I Am Sean getting Felix out of mech.
And the bad thing is that Null already used their res, so they're not gonna have that available in the next fight while they're running into 2 support ultimates with the res and the Transcendence.
And Haxton Fail, who has that res from Null SR, does get hooked and killed. Neither team will have the res available. Now Felix using a bomb. Can he do it?
He does it again.
Now Zero Neck ulting gets shattered by Leonidas. Gets killed by Leonidas. Now just I Am Sean, stay on the objective, a nice lovely time. Finally, Triton comes along, tries to contest that, so it's Weird Dude running death from above. Tactical visor from Triton, picks up M7 Sharkman and I Am Sean. It's now Simple Sam ulting, trying to keep his team alive. Now, Leonidas charges in, hits Felix, gets killed off by Simple Sam. Weird Dude kills Twin,
Ping Ike is the only one alive here, just trying to stay alive, so they have actually one last fight. He has to escape to the point, just trying to draw their attention away.
I Am Sean uses his sacrifice and instantly dies. Weirdo dude He's a lovely forward from M7 Sean, as well as getting some nice Bronzer. I am Sean now, Daxter.
Leonidas and Squid are still alive on the point, trying to keep their hopes alive, but Leonidas goes very, very low. And Squid is not at the rest yet. This is looking bad for them.
I mean, here again, it's I am Sean ulting gets off Triton, but again, we just saw Null doing what they do best.
He got bodied off the point.
They basically trickled and staggered Meganet, basically stopping them from really doing a proper fight, and became champions of the Scrub Cup. I mean, Zero Neck, Phoenix, Simple Sam, Weirdo, Trident, Hash, and Fail. Congratulations to you! You are the Scrub Cup Season 2 champions! And in second place we have I Am Sean, N7 Sharkman, Squid, Daxter, Leonidas, and Pink Eye.
Yeah. Congratulations from my side as well. You are now top of the scraps for the EU. They battled all the way through the losers bracket, and yeah, managed to close it out. We will be having a representative of the winning team in a post-match interview shortly. Just stay patient for a second.
Real question is, who do we get from the side?
Okay, yeah, welcome and thanks for doing this post-match interview with Cyrenac. And congratulations on winning the second edition of the Scrap Cup. How does it feel?
Yes. Good, but we don't lost a single match, except you pushed us from winner bracket, but who cares?
Yeah, I mean you had a great run through the losers bracket and made it all the way into the finals. And yeah, you had a very decisive win against CompuGlobalMegaNet. What do you think? What do you think did you do well?
We around DiveCom, and it was hard to counter us other teams.
But you did lose 1 point on Lijang. What went wrong there?
We didn't accept it, Bastion.
Yeah, the Bastion was an interesting pick. I was very surprised when they actually made it work. But yeah, I think that's the first time I saw you playing Roadhog. That was kind of odd.
Yeah. No, I think I played Roadhog in group stages, but I'm not sure.
I mean, very well done to you. You're really a very big stand-up for that game. You know, jumping into the back lines as well as doing so much work.
Yeah.
What do you think, on a personal level, you did to make Null the best team in the Scrub Cup?
I don't know. I played well, killed supports.
All the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I was especially impressed with your ultimate. On Primal Rage, I don't know how many environmental kills you got, but I think at some point on Lijang, you got 3 environmental kills and 1 Primal Rage.
Yeah. Actually, it counted as 2, but it was 3.
And how did your communication sound when you were winning that last fight?
We are good, have good, really good communication in our team. I think it helped us to win this game.
And yeah, we'll be hoping that we can schedule a match against your team with the casters and admins of the Scrap Cup playing against the winning team. I'll be very excited I'll be actually scared to face you as a Zenyatta myself.
I'm looking forward to be 4K bombed by Felix's Diva. Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, his self-destruct was really good.
And yeah, thank you for stopping by for this post-match interview. And yeah, we'll hopefully be back next week playing against you. And
okay.
Congrats again on winning the Scrap Cup, and now go and celebrate with your team.
Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Cyrenac.
Yes, that was the finals of the EU Championship, with Null SR taking the victory after battling their way through the losers bracket. This is not all for the Scrap Cup today, though. There's going to be a short break now, but we'll be back very shortly with semi-finals of the North American bracket with Stripe and Lafon casting, and then that's going to be around 6 p.m. Eastern Time, so in around 2.5 hours. And after that, we'll bring you the grand finals and third place match for the Americas. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. That was me and HaVee casting.
Thank you, and bye.